and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Laurent, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm presenting you the best luxury tote bags to add to your collection. These are classic and practical options that are here to stay. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please keep on watching. So the first one that's on my list is a bag that I actually don't have, so I will be including pictures either here or here. And it's the Goyard Anjou tote in size MN, and it retails for $2,035 plus tax. This is actually a bag that is on my current updated wish list. I have released this video a couple of months ago, I feel like. So if you are interested in seeing the rest of the stuff that I'm interested in getting, then I will go ahead and leave the video and the little information link over here for you to see it. I absolutely love this bag, and I feel like my current tote bag is kind of starting to give out in a sense. So I would love to replace it with the Goyard tote bag. I feel like it looks really, really nice. I haven't really decided on the color yet. I feel like there are so many beautiful options to choose from. I usually don't like blue, but I've seen a really, really nice shade of blue in the Anjou tote bag that I really, really like. I think it's like the perfect shade of blue, but then my concern is, well, I actually don't have any blue clothes, believe it or not. I don't even own like a pair of blue jeans or anything, so this wouldn't really work for my wardrobe, but I still love the bag very much. On the other hand, there's a gray, which is really, really nice, or even white, that I'm a little bit concerned about for, stains and anything like that. But they have so many nice colors that, I feel like it's impossible to go wrong with it. And what I like about this bag is that it really gives out this kind of Parisian chic vibe. I went to Paris a couple of times over the past couple of years, and every time, and I swear, every time I walk in the street and I see like, a nice looking girl who looks like she takes care of herself, who dresses up, boom, she is wearing this tote bag. So I feel like this is my +1 recommendation for a good reason. Next, we have the Yves Saint Laurent East-West tote. And this one retails for $1,250 plus tax, and I believe it's actually our cheapest one on the list. And this is my current everyday bag. It's the bag that I take for everything, kind of, for errands, for whenever I have to basically step outside of the house. This is the bag that I take. I also take it to work. What I really like about this bag is that it is so discreet and understated. I mean, you cannot tell that it is a designer bag. It's written like Saint Laurent Paris here, but it's tiny. I feel like this would easily be hidden with like your arm or anything. If you wear it as a handbag, this is where your arm goes, so no worries there. And then there's also a little like Yves Saint Laurent sign, if I can get it out, over here. But as you saw, you can also like hide it, which is really convenient for work. I feel like I'm not like a fan of, arriving at work with a ton of brands, but this makes it really, really easy. It's also very convenient because it's got a little pouch, kind of similar to the Vuitton Neverfull, but for like almost half of the price. So this bag is definitely my second recommendation. I've had it for probably 3 years, I would say, and it is starting to give out a little bit here on the sides and then also on the handles. But I mean, that's normal in the sense that I have used it every single day and I don't really take care of it. It's very carefree, which is what I like. I mean, you can, spill things on there. I've spilled a bunch of stuff, and it's really, really easy to clean up. So this is perfect, for example, if you have children as well. This is why it makes it a very well-rounded handbag, in my opinion. Our next bag is also a bag that I have, and it's the Dior book tote in size medium, and it retails for $3,350 plus tax. I feel like here I was a little bit concerned about getting this bag because of the potential for color transfer, because this is kind of a light colored bag. Obviously it's gray, but then kind of the main color, what I would say is the main color, is white. So I was very scared of getting color transfer, of kind of getting it like this, oddly beige color on the handles because of using it. So yeah, I think that I was really uncomfortable with wearing it at first. So it kind of took a while for me to start wearing it. but I really love this bag. I feel like it is really nice in a sense that it is a dressier version of a tote bag, but at the same time it's also casual, if that makes sense. So let me explain. I feel like the brand is really nice. I mean, Dior is, you know, a very classic brand. It's something that will never go out of style. This bag especially, it's nothing trendy. It's very kind of, you know, implanted in the brand. But at the same time, because it's not a leather bag, this makes it really nice and easy to wear for, you know, a day out and about in the city. This is also something that I would feel comfortable taking to maybe, you know, a nice beach club, taking to travel as well. The downside is that if you don't have an organizer for this bag, I mean, you will never find your stuff. This is really the downside. You will never find anything in this bag if you don't have a bag organizer. So I actually got a bag organizer for it, and then, you know, since then I'm fine. I feel like it holds up a lot of stuff in the bag organizer. I've actually done a video, a what's in my bag video using this particular bag, and I feel like the theme was a day out in the city or something like that. So if you're interested in seeing how much this bag can fit, then I will go ahead and leave the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. I think that this has, you know, surpassed my expectations. This is also the first Dior bag that I've had ever, and actually the first Dior piece, final. But I feel like it's a very nice surprise. I'm very happy with it, and I would highly recommend getting it. Next up, we have the Chanel Deauville, and here the price kind of varies depending on the size, but then also the fabric. It comes in either just fabric or actual leather. I got mine in size medium, and I am kind of regretting it. To be honest, I'm kind of regretting the size. So let me explain. I feel like this is a really nice bag for a mom bag, for example, for like a diaper bag. If you can put this like on your stroller, then this is really perfect because it's so big. It can hold so much. I mean, this is basically everything that your child might possibly need for a day. It's impossible to, you know, not have enough with this bag. But then for me, the concern here is because I'm not a mom yet, I use this bag as, you know, like an errands bag or something like that, and it is just so big and so bulky. And I feel like, you know, personally, I'm not a small person. I'm not a small girl at all by any means. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that I am 5'11" or 180 centimeters, which is super tall, for sure. Let's not, you know, hide that. That is super tall. But the bag still looks bulky on me. I have this feeling that it's like almost too big. And then it is so heavy. I mean, personally, it's like giving me an arm workout right now. Every time I film a video about this bag, I know that I don't have to work out my arms before because this will be the arm workout of the day. So that's kind of an inconvenience. I would definitely recommend that you go try this one on in the store if you can. Because, you know, this might not necessarily be for you. This is something to think about, and I kind of wish that I had thought about it some more. But I plan on keeping it because I think this could be either a great beach bag because it's so big, it can hold like at least 2 towels and, you know, a bunch of like sunscreens and stuff, or a good mom bag. So I'm keeping it, that's for sure. But I wish that I had thought about it some more. By the way, I did do a comparison video featuring this bag, the Chanel Deauville, and then the Dior Book Tote as well. So if you're undecided and kind of, you know, don't know which one to get, then I will go ahead and leave the link to that video in the little information link over here for you to see it, and hopefully that will help you decide which tote bag is the right one for you. My next recommendation is also a handbag that I don't have currently, so I will be including pictures either here or here. And it's the Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche tote bag, and it retails for $1,390 plus tax. And I feel like all of this past year I have wanted this bag so badly. Like, I was thinking about it non-stop. But then I had to be kind of reasonable and say that I, you know, would have used this bag as a beach bag. I think that this is perfect as a beach bag. I would have gotten the beige version, not the black one, but the beige one. I feel like it's perfect to go to the beach. The bag is like nice and roomy, just kind of like perfect for this occasion, because you need to put, you know, 2 towels, maybe like a magazine or something, sunscreens, maybe a bottle of water. So it was perfect for that, but then I had to be realistic and kind of say that, you know, I wasn't planning on going to the beach anytime soon, really. And so for that reason, I kind of decided to, you know, put it off, and I never really got it. And now I'm at the point where, well, we're in the fall. I clearly did not go to the beach this past summer because I just bought a house, so I was kind of, you know, busy, very much financially and physically with the house, so I didn't do that. And then I don't really have plans in the near future to go to the beach. I don't really have traveling plans so far because I'm still super busy with the house. So I feel like, you know, I kind of want to wait until next year to get a new beach bag. And I'm not sure if this one will still be like here to stay. I have mild concerns. Like, I think it will stay, but I'm still, you know, kind of waiting and playing it by ear. I feel like anyway, getting it now would be for me a waste of, you know, money, because it would basically be sitting in the closet because I wouldn't be taking this bag out to go to work or to go to the mall or to go out to eat. Anyway, this would just sit in my closet waiting for me to take my next beach vacation, which likely won't happen until next summer. So that's kind of where I'm at. But if you have, you know, travel plans coming up, or if you feel like for you this is a bag that you would like to wear kind of like this without necessarily being on vacation, then I would say go ahead, because the price is still very reasonable. Yves Saint Laurent is a really good quality. I feel like I've never had any problems with this brand. And the price is still doable, unlike, you know, Chanel and Dior, and that's where it starts to be really expensive. This one is still reasonably priced, so I would say go ahead if you have any beach plans going for you. Next, we have the Hermes Garden Party in size 36. And here the price again kind of depends on the type of leather that you get. It can vary from like simple to double, so I don't really feel like it's worth saying a price just like this to say a price. I love this bag. I feel like it's very, very understated, very discreet as well. I mean, it doesn't scream Hermes by any means. It's very kind of grown up in a way. I don't know why. I feel like for me this looks like the grown up version of the Yves Saint Laurent East-West Tote that I currently have, in the sense that it's the perfect work bag. It's distinguished, it can hold a lot of stuff, but then at the same time it's not like this massive, you know, designer logo that's like everywhere, where everybody can see, where all of your colleagues are like, oh, this is the girl who wears this bag. This one is kind of, you know, neutral, especially if you get it in a neutral tone like étoupe, étain. Those would be ideal for me for this kind of bag. I did want to get it, but I also feel like this might be a little bit too grown up for me, especially for the kind of work that I do. It's not something where we have to be, you know, showing off to a bunch of clients or anything. So that's why I'm like, I feel like I might keep this bag for later. Maybe, you know, when I turn like 35, 40, this might be a little bit better suited for my age range and also for the type of work that I will be doing then. But I feel like if I were a little bit older and kind of had a fancier job, so to speak, then I would really, really like to have this bag as my work bag. I feel like it's nice and convenient. And then, you know, at the same time, it's very classy. It's also not a grandma bag because, you know, I feel like some types of bags are for older people and they kind of scream grandma right away. But this one really, really not. I think that it's nice. It's kind of, you know, midlife kind of, you know, 40 age range, and that looks really nice. So I would love to get it, but I'm still kind of not in that age range. And I've also actually never really seen it in person. I mean, I've never like touched it, or I've never tried it on. I have seen it in person at the mall, but I've never asked the girl, hey, can I touch your bag? Can I try on your bag? So that's also where I'm at. I know that it comes in size 30 and then size 36. I feel like for me, for a tote bag, it needs to be a little bit larger because otherwise you're not carrying very much. So I feel like size 30 might be a little too small. But again, kind of similar to the chaneldeauville, I would say definitely try it on in store before ordering it online. I know sometimes they are available on the Hermes website, but I would definitely kind of, you know, try to at least try it on in person. I know you can obviously take it back, but if you live far from a store, then that might be annoying. So yeah, try it on in person, but this is kind of my dream work bag for later. And lastly, my last recommendation would be the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in size MM, and it retails for $2,030 plus tax. I feel like this is such an iconic bag that it is difficult to talk about tote bags and not at least mention this one. It is everywhere you look. Everywhere you look, somebody has at least somewhat of a version of this handbag. And for me, it is a little too common. Believe it or not, I actually started my collection with this bag. It was my first ever designer handbag. So when I was still a baby within the luxury world, this was my first choice. And I had this bag, I believe, for about 3 or 4 years. It was my everyday bag. What ended up happening was there was patina almost instantly because I used it quite a bit. And I really did not like the look of patina. I really hated it. So I started disliking the bag quite soon. So that's also why, you know, I would say think about it, see if you like the patina, and also see if, you know, you're not bothered by the fact that this is such a common handbag. This kind of is everywhere. So yeah, just think about it. I will say that it was very practical. I actually really like the practicality of this bag. You know, it came like as a handbag, but it was still feasible to find stuff inside. Which is not the case of the Yves Saint Laurent East West Tote. I actually do have to have a bag organizer for this one because the bottom is black. I mean, it's virtually impossible to find anything if you don't have a bag organizer. But for the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, that wasn't the case. So this is the type of bag that you could have without an organizer, and it's practical, it's easy, it comes with like a little pouch. So that's nice, but for me it wasn't working because I thought that it was too common and then the patina was the problem. So that's why I replaced it with the Yves Saint Laurent East West Tote, and I feel like that one really doesn't have any of these problems. It's kind of, you know, discreet, really not common. I don't feel like it's a bag that a lot of people have. But then at the same time, it really keeps these practical aspects, such as the fact that it comes with a pouch, the fact that it can store a lot of things. Really the difference and the upside of having the LV Neverfull is the fact that you don't need an organizer. So if you are okay having an organizer, I would more so recommend the East West Tote by Yves Saint Laurent. But if you're like a no organizer type of person and you also don't mind, you know, having patina on your bag and having something that's very common, I really think that the LV Neverfull is very practical. And I mean, obviously it's here to stay. It's been here for so many years that this is for sure it will stay. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was informational for you in case you were looking at acquiring a tote bag. I really like this type of bag. I feel like these are so practical to have in any kind of situation. They will come in very handy. That's why I like them. That's why I have a few in my collection, and that's also why I want to add more to my collection. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.